A gold standard method to access food consumption does not exist. Therefore, the different methods have different sources of errors that can influence the accuracy of dietary data. One of the main sources of errors during the assessment of dietary intake is the estimation of portion sizes. This may lead to underestimation or overestimation of the amounts consumed and consequently incorrect conclusions about the food consumption. To minimize potential errors when estimating food portion sizes, visual resources such as the Manual of Food Portion Quantification have been developed to help estimate the food consumption. The St. Kitts and Nevis Manual of Food Portion Quantification contains 3 different photo sections. The first one contains images of different household measurements. The second one has food portion sizes. And the third one has photos of the food portion standard units. All the photos from the sections contain predefined codes that can identify which photo from the manual could be used. The household measurement sections contain different types of food utensils, such as spoons, ladles, cups, and mugs. During the interview, the interviewee has to point out the utensil used and the amount consumed by using the marking lines in the image. All household measurement pages contain a support ruler on the side to help the interviewer confirm the approximate real size of the utensil being reported. The interviewer must write down the code of the reported utensil in addition to the indicated amount. The food portion size photos show different amounts considering the average consumption of the population. The portions are represented by images with portions usually divided from 1 to 4 or from 1 to 6, 1 being the smallest portion and 4 or 6 the largest, depending on the food. As for the household measurement, in the portion size images, the interviewee must point out the photo closest to the amount consumed. Attention! The interviewee may have repeated the portion consumed, so it is always recommended to ask, how many portions of this photo were consumed? The food portion standard unit sections shows images of food types and its sizes. At this stage, the interviewee must point out the type of food that was consumed, and the interviewer will write down the code of the food reported. The Manual of Food Portion Quantification is only helpful when used correctly and appropriately. It is not recommended to use similar photos for different foods. The interviewer should get well acquainted with the photos available in the manual to guide the interviewee with the options of the reported food. Be careful here to not induce the answers but guide the interviewee on the correct pages related to the photos available. Estimating food portions with photos is not the only possibility. So, the enumerator should be aware that sometimes no photos will be available for a specific food, or that the photo available will not be the preferable choice of the interviewee. In such cases, other forms of quantification can be used, as for example, standard units and other types of household measurements. These options will depend on the food and the dietary data collection system used. These were the most important points that we would like to highlight on the use of the Manual of Food Portion Quantification. Always remember that the proper use of support tools allows for more accurate dietary data. Have an excellent data collection.